Straight from the comfort of your listening device, it's MashUpheaval, your all-request live performance mashup podcast. Now here's your host, the human jukebox, Amelia Ray.
It was the 3rd of September. That day I'll always remember.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of MashUpheaval, your all-request live performance mashup podcast. I'm your host, Amelia Ray, coming to you from Tel Aviv with a couple of cool mashups today. I'll provide some information at the end of the show on how to request a mashup. Today's first mashup goes out to Jerry in Daytona Beach, Florida, who has requested a mashup of Somethin for the People's My Love Is the Ssh and Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics. Let's put these two songs in the blender and see what comes out. You keep telling me on the telephone how you got it going on, how you keep me satisfied. But actions speak louder than words. I must see what I have heard. Is it true or do you lie? When you close your eyes and you go to sleep, and it's down to the sound of a heartbeat, I can hear the things that you're dreaming about. When you open up your heart and the truth comes out, you tell me that you want me. You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you love me. And I know that I'm right, 'cause I hear it in the night. Boy, you'll never find another love as good as this. So you better represent, 'cause my love is a bomb, baby. Girl, you never found another love as good as this. So you better represent, 'cause my love is a bomb, baby. And I hold you in my arms at night. Don't you know you're sleeping in the spotlight? And all the dreams that you keep inside, you're telling me the secrets that you just can't hide. I'll be the lover that you need to break you off in the middle of the night. I'll take a little trip downtown. I'll be the freak you need in your life. You tell me that you want me. You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you love me. And I know that I'm right, 'cause I hear it in the night. Boy, you never find another love as good as this. So you better represent, 'cause my love is a bomb, baby. Girl, you never find another love as good as this. So you better represent, 'cause my love is a bomb, baby. You tell me that you want me, love as good as this, that you need me. So you better represent that you love me, 'cause my love is, I know that I'm right, 'cause I hear it in the night. You tell me that you want me, love as good as this, that you need me. So you better represent that right, Something for the People and the Romantics there for Jerry. Interesting fact, both of those acts appeared on Soul Train. The Romantics appeared in 1984 with the OJs. That's a fun combination. And Something for the People appeared on the show in 1996 with Deborah Cox and Speech. In May of 1990, staff at the Australian Broadcasting Corporation's music radio station Triple J went on strike and played N.W.A.'s Express Yourself 82 times in a row until news director Nick Franklin, who had been fired for playing part of another N.W.A. song on air, was reinstated. Had the staff chosen instead to loop the second song in the next mashup, Franklin might have been reinstated even sooner. Here for Mr. McLean is a mashup of Express Yourself by N.W.A. and Pachelbel's Canon in D. I'm expressing with my full capabilities, and now I'm living in correctional facilities. Cause some don't agree with how I do this. I get straight, meditate like a Buddhist. I'm dropping flavor, my behavior is hereditary, but my technique is very necessary. Blame it on Ice Cube, said it gets funky. When you got a subject and a predicate, add it on a dope beat, and it'll make you think. Some suckers just tickle me pink to my stomach, cause they don't flow like this one. You know what, I won't hesitate to diss one or two before I'm through, so don't try to sing this. Some drop science, well I'm dropping English, even if Yella makes it a cappella. I still express, yo, I don't smoke weed or assess, cause it's known to give a brother brain damage, and brain damage on the mic don't manage nothing but making a sucker in you equal. Don't be another sequel, express yourself. Express yourself. Now, getting back to the PG, that's program, and it's easy. Dre is back, new jacks are made hollow. Expressing ain't the subject because they like to follow the words, the style, the trend. The records spin again and again and again. Yo, you on the other end, watch a brother blend dope rhymes with no help. There's no fessing and guessing while I'm expressing myself. It's crazy to see people be what society wants them to be, but not me. Ruthless is the way to go. They know others say rhyme but fail to be original, or they kill where the hip-hop starts. Forget about the ghetto and rap for the pop charts. Some musicians cuss at home, but scared to use profanity when up on the microphone. Yeah, they want reality, but you will hear none. They rather exaggerate a little fiction. Some say no to drugs and take a stand, but after the show they go looking for the dope man. Or they ban my group from the radio here in W.A. and say hell no. But you know it ain't all about wealth, as long as you make a note to. Doesn't matter what I say, as long as I sing with inflection, makes you feel I'll convey some inner truth of last reflection. From the heart, cause if you wanna start to move up the chart, then expression is a big part of it. You ain't efficient when you flow, you ain't swift, moving like a tortoise, full of rigor mortis. There's a little bit more to show. I got rhymes in my mind, embedded like an embryo or a lesson, all of them expression. And if you start fessing, I got a Smith & Wesson for you. I might ignore your record because it has no bottom. I get loose in the summer, winter, spring, and autumn. It's Dre on the mic, getting physical, doing the job, and W.A. is the lynch mob. It's so macabre, but you know you need this, and the knowledge is growing like a fetus or a tumor. But here's the rumor, Dre is in the neighborhood and he's up to no good. And when I start expressing myself, yell slamming, cause if I stay funky like this, I'm doing damage. I'ma be too hype and need a straight jacket. I got knowledge and other suckers lack it. So when you see Dre, a DJ on the mic, ask what it's like we getting hyped tonight. Cause if I strike, it ain't for your good health. But I won't strike if you just express yourself. Express yourself. Express yourself. Express yourself. N.W.A. and Pachelbel there for Mr. McLean. Today's episode of MashUpheaval featured the songs My Love Is the Ssh, written by Curtis Sauce Wilson, Rashad Holiday, Jeff Fuzzy Young, Tamara Powell, James Baker, and Melvin Young. Talking in Your Sleep, written by Kaz Candler, Jimmy Marinos, Wally Palmar, Mike Skill, and Peter Soley. Express Yourself, written by Charles Wright. Express Yourself, written by O'Shea Jackson and Andre Young. Hook, written by John Popper. And Pachelbel's Canon, composed by Johann Pachelbel. The background song, Papa Was a Bloody War Pig, is a mashup of War Pigs written by Tony Iommi, Ozzy Osbourne, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward. And Papa Was a Rolling Stone, written by Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of MashUpheaval. If you would like to request a mashup, send me an email, mashupheaval@ameliaray.net. Special thanks to patrons Priya Sanger, Brian Amelia, and Amy Cook. If you would like to support the show by becoming a patron, head on over to patreon.com/Amelia Ray. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thanks again for listening, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks with another episode of
MashUpheaval.
Thanks, Business Class.
Oh, Lord, yeah.